welcome to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city. Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. That's a hook right to the flank.
You buy a ticket to a Joe Frazier fight, you have grand expectations.
Yeah, and you have expectations that you're not going to be going to get a hot dog or going to get a soda. You better sit in your seat, have your eyes glued, because he's coming out after that man.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Joe Frazier. Forman's hurt by a superb hook to the head. And he nails him with a headshot. Well done by Joe Frazier. Brings the hook that time. Forman's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Teddy, what do you look for early on when you're analyzing a fight of two power punchers facing off against each other that gives you a clue as to which way this is going?
Who's doing the little things a little bit better? Who's using the jab? Who's controlling range?
Nice.
Hey, who's thinking better?
Oh, a digging body shot by Joe Frazier. The way these two are going at it early on, they're going to break the punch stat computer.
Well, they're trying to break more than that. They're trying to break each other's will.
Foreman's got a cut. We can see that he's bleeding from his mouth, and that can be a real problem. People don't realize it, but that can be a big, big problem. Effective with that 1-2. Forman with a formidable hook.
Keep your head moving.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. End of round one. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for. His judgment in this kind of situation.
Forman scoring with that right hand. Good work defensively by George Foreman. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Another flush shot lands upstairs.
Still not moving enough. Move, move. Come on, kid, go.
A knifing jab splits through by Joe Frazier. That right hand over the top lands flush. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Foreman's doing a beautiful job here early on of counterpunching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. Well, counterpunching pays off too, because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
A crushing two-punch combo by George Foreman. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Foreman's got to feel that right there. He was just tagged by a big uppercut. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Joe Frazier.
That's where you want to be. He worked in the box.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Hit it out, let's move.
Nothing there on the punch by George Foreman. And oh, what a good strong uppercut by Joe Frazier. And that's the end of round two.
Don't walk into him.
Foreman's grasp of real estate is something special. Look how he just stays on the outside early on in this fight and is able to find his target.
Well, you're right, Joe. It's prime real estate for him. I mean, he's in the neighborhood he wants to be, on the outside.
George Foreman is always dangerous, but right now George Foreman is in survival. There it is! Oh, he goes down hard, and now he's got a real problem ahead of him. Plenty of time for his opponent to jump on him.
1, 2.
Get
Forman is rising up after being knocked down. Big George went down. Now he's going to continue on.
And now he has to find a way to kill that clock.
Still no defense out of him. Still no ability to stop this onslaught. He's taking serious damage.
And you got to worry about his future, because the damage he's taking right now for tonight, okay, we understand that, but how is this going to impact him for the future? That's where you're starting to get into a danger zone right now.
Forman's eye is an absolute mess. That cut is really a major issue. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, right?
Yeah, in a way, but you don't want to get carried away where you're just aiming at one thing. You want to throw your punches. You don't want to go out there now, you know, start chucking for an exact spot there. You get caught up too much in that. If it's going to land, it's going to land in that area, and the damage will be done.
Big shot. That's a great effort against Forman right there. I mean, to take down Big George like that, that is something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
George Forman, you can see that he is absolutely hurt after that knockdown. He was able to get up, but he looks like he's damaged.
And now we've always seen...
Oh, and there you go. Unbelievable. Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desired heart is just as strong as it was before.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ref is stopping this fight. George Forman smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout.
Joe